Hello class, in this lecture video I will demonstrate how to solve a linear programming problem using Excel solver. We will be doing problem number 23 on page number 65. To get the most out of this video, I would request all of you to please go through the problem first before you watch the video. In this problem, Embassy Motorcycles manufactures two lightweight motorcycles, Easy Rider denoted as Easy and Lady Sports model denoted as LS. Easy Rider model requires 6 hours of manufacturing time and 2 hours of assembly and testing time for each unit produced. LS model requires 3 hours of manufacturing time and 2.5 hours of assembly and testing time for each unit produced. And there are unlimited supply for frames for Easy model, but we only have 280 frames available for LS model. So we'll put 1 here for LS model and 0 here. 0 simply means absence of constraint. That means this constraint will not have any effect on Easy Rider because we have unlimited supply of frames, but we only have 280 frames available. So this constraint will be only effective for LS model that we're going to manufacture. For each Easy Rider model we produce, the profit is $2,400, and for each LS model the profit is $1,800. So these are the amounts here. Now the question is how many units of Easy model and LS model to produce in order to maximize total profit contribution while satisfying all the constraints. So our decision variables are units of or number of Easy models to produce and number of LS models to produce. So initially, to start with, I will just put 1 and 1 here. These values will change once Excel solver is going to work on it and solve for the optimal solution. Here we will have our objective function value, which is profit, which is what we want to maximize. So the way we're going to calculate our total profit will be given by this formula here. So this will equals to total units of Easy model to be produced times profit for each Easy model. I will put that in parenthesis, plus total number of units for LS model to be produced times profit for each LS model. So this will be our profit, total profit that we want to maximize. Initially number of units are set to 1, but this will change. Now what we have to do is we have to set up all our constraints here. So we have manufacturing capacity which we need to calculate how much manufacturing total hours we will need. So it will be equal to here number of units of Easy model we are producing times manufacturing time needed by each Easy model plus number of units of LS model that we are producing times manufacturing time needed for each LS model. So that will be our manufacturing capacity needed. Total number of frames needed will be equals to number of units of Easy model to be produced times number of frames needed for each Easy model, which is 0 here, plus number of units of LS model to produced times total number of frames needed for each LS model, which is 1. So this will have only effect on the number of units of LS model to be produced. It will not have any bearing on Easy model because the number of frames needed here is 0 here. Total assembly time needed will be calculated as equals to number of units of easy model to produced times assembly time needed for each easy model plus number of units of LS models to produce times total assembly time needed for each LS model. So that will be total assembly time needed for the next production run. So we have limited capacity available. We only have 2100 hours available for manufacturing. We only have 1000 hours available for assembly in the next production run. So these will be our constraints here. So I will just pass on that reference here. And I will copy it down. So this left hand side, which is what we're going to use, has to be less than equal to the right hand side, which is what we have available at the max. So we have to maximize the profit while satisfying all these constraints. So this is how you would set it up in an Excel. The next thing we have to do here is to set up the parameter in Excel solver. So I will go to the data here, and I don't have solver here. So for that, if you don't see solver here, you have to go to file, options, add-ins, analysis toolpack VBA. I will say go here, says solver add-in. So once you do that, you should go to the data and you should be able to see the solver here. So I will click on the solver here. So set objective is where we have to set the reference to our profit function here. This is what we want to maximize. So I will pass on C19 here. Maximize is selected. By changing variable cells here, we'll pass on the reference to our decision variables, which are the units of easy model to produce and units of LS model to produce. So that's a little mistake here. So objective here is C19 by changing C15 to D15 here. Next we have to add our constraints. So I will say add here. I want to make sure that all the capacity that's being used for all the constraints should be less than equal to the capacity available here. So this is how I will pass on those reference here. So all the capacity used should be less than equal to all the capacity that is available for all constraints, manufacturing, frames, and assembly constraint. Say okay here, and I had to add another constraint here to make these units that we are producing as integer values, and that makes sense. We cannot produce models in fractions, so it will be set to an integer here. So this is how you would set up your Excel solver parameters here. Make sure this box is checked. Make unconstrained variables non-negative. Simply means that our decision variables cannot take any negative values, which makes sense. And we are going to select a solving method as simplex LP. You can try simplex LP. If this does not produce optimal solution, you can always try GRG nonlinear. So I will select the simplex LP and I will click on solve here, and solver found the solution. All constraints are optimally conditions are satisfied, optimality conditions are satisfied. So I will click on the report. That's what I want to see, and okay here. So you see the values here. Before I go to the report, you see that you're producing 250 units of easy model and 200 units of LS model, and your maximum profit that you can earn is $960,000, and you're satisfying all these constraints. Two constraints are used up to the fullest, like manufacturing, you're using up all the available time, and so is the assembly, you're using up all of the available times. This simply means that these two constraints are binding constraints, and we have a slack available for frames here, which means that we have 280 frames available, but we are using only 200 because we are only producing 200 units of LS model here. That means we have 80 units of unused units available, which means that even if you reduce the right hand side, even if you make it 200, your solution will not change. But if you go any below than 200 here in the available capacity for frames for LS model, then you have to rerun the solver and get the new optimal solution. And those things are there with the binding constraints as well. If you change the right hand side of the binding constraint, which are manufacturing and assembly here, so if you reduce it to 2900 here, you have to solve the problem again using solver. So if you go on the answer report, it will summarize whatever I have said here. Our optimal profit objective sell is $960,000. We started with 4,200 when we produced only 1 unit of easy model and 1 unit of LS model. When we reach $960,000 when we use solver, and now in the variable cell you see that we are producing 250 units of easy model and 200 units of LS model. Those are very similar to what we see here. Down here, the fourth group will be about the constraints. So it tells you that our manufacturing constraint capacity used is 2100, and that's binding. So we are using up all of the manufacturing constraint. We are using up all of the assembly time constraint, 1000, that's binding as well. But we are only using 200 of the available frames for LS model, and this is not binding. Not binding simply means that there is a slack available of 80 units unused capacity, which means that even if you reduce the number of frames to 200 here, still you will get the same optimal solution. But beyond that, you might need to resolve the solver. So this is how you would solve this problem using Excel solver. Thank you very much for watching the video.